Who are the big contenders and why is it so crucial, especially right now when we see what unfolded in the West Bank this morning?
Well, I would like to connect our conversation, if I may, Benita, to the U.S. that is playing some sort of a role in determining the identity of the next defense minister, or at least an attempt to.
At least issuing warnings.
Exactly. Some more subtle, some more explicit. And once again, we're seeing the basic question over U.S. quote-unquote intervention in Israeli politics, doing it in the framework of this extremely strong, friendly, warm alliance. That's correct, but should generally, and again, I'm asking this question not because I have an answer, should a close friend such as the U.S. chime in on policy or politics on matters of forming a coalition. And in this respect, the foreign ministry is also up for grabs, and Benjamin Netanyahu is said to at least consider the option of nominating Ron Dermer, a former Israeli ambassador to the U.S., known for his close ties with the Republican figures. Some would even suggest a persona non grata among Democrats. Definitely close confidant of Benjamin Netanyahu, and also one who helped him formulate many of his policy making decisions or speeches, that's for sure. When we're talking about the U.S., I remember being part of the Prime Minister's entourage way back when in 2015 to the big speech Netanyahu had in Congress against the Iran deal. It was Barack Obama, the president there. This, this visit, it was not coordinated with the White House. The rest is ancient history at this point in time. And despite the question of whether Dermer, that is more accepted or more liked by some elements of American jury and American politics, and not so much by others, it is raising some controversy here in Israel, with Likud members most notably saying, well, we've been waiting in line for so long to get a high-profile portfolio, and you're giving it away to an outsider, so to speak. So this is another interesting portfolio to keep close tabs. We've mentioned, of course, the defense ministry, the finance ministry we've been discussing earlier, and also the foreign ministry portfolio with great gravitas, needless to mention.
Bendro, your thoughts on exactly what needs to happen right now? Benjamin Netanyahu has always had a strategy. He knows the concerns internally. He knows the worries externally. He knows that he's got to tread very cautiously right now.
Well, there is a kind of paradox, because actually when we look at the coalition and the parties that form the coalition, the upcoming coalition, Benjamin Netanyahu is the extreme left of this coalition.
Engulfing it himself.
A new position for him.
Actually, in this coalition, he is the only one who once and again declared the two-state solution. Nobody else, not even from his own Likud party. Maybe there was Tzachi Hanegbi that agreed with him, but Tzachi Hanegbi is not in the Knesset anymore, so he's the only one. Wow. Actually, which is saying two-state. He's not really saying, but at least formally
acknowledging the option.
Yeah, for the outside world. I mean, so how can he manage this kind of government in front of Europe, mainly West Europe, and we need West Europe, and we need the EU, and how can he do it in front of the American jury and in front of the American establishment? It's not going to be easy. One of the rumors saying that the many pages that we see...
I'm going to stop you right now. We are now going live to Jerusalem. Let's take a listen.
Members of the Knesset, distinguished guests, today is a festive day for democracy in Israel, a day where the voters' desire has a tangible manifestation, a day on which you, members of Knesset, receive a respect that very few have had, the respect and duty to serve the people of Israel. The public is looking toward this house, toward us, in the hope that we will work hard and we will promote their well-being and the issues that we promised to attend to. It is your burden, your duty to represent the various opinions that comprise Israeli mosaic and to be the voice for those whose voices are not heard, to be attentive to those who look up to you and to speak with respect with one another, to be role models for the public. Distinguished audience, the tapestries behind me, designed by Chagall, tell our story. They begin with a vision of Josiah through Exodus and the Holocaust, and until the return to Zion. And I would like to say to you that we do not have the privilege of waiting until the end of time for peace to come. Let us bring peace ourselves by our actions. I would like to wish each and every one of you good luck. Thank you very much. To the life of the 25th Knesset, the life of the Jewish people, the citizens of Israel and the state of Israel. Good luck to all of us. Cheers. Thank you very much, Speaker of Knesset Miki Levy. I am now honored to invite the outgoing Prime Minister Yair Lapid to speak. Thank you. This Knesset has very practical roles. This morning, we have been given a painful reminder of the challenges and difficulties with which the state of Israel is grappling day in, day out. Instead of having a festive day for Israeli democracy, this is a day of pain over the death of the victims who have been murdered by a heinous terrorist. The security forces over the last few months have worked diligently to combat terrorism. Various terrorist networks have been disbanded. More terrorists have been thwarted than have been in many years. The IDF is a moral, value-based army. Its soldiers are protecting the state of Israel, are inquiring any irregular activity, and are bound by the values of democracy. IDF soldiers will not be interrogated and investigated by the FBI or any other entity that is foreign to Israel, no matter how friendly they are. The IDF troops will not be interrogated by others, and we have told the United States that we are against it. Terrorism will always be striking, and we need to be prepared. And I would like to send, on behalf of the Knesset and all the parliamentary groups and parties, our condolences to the families of the victims and wishes of health to those injured. I had a speech prepared about what we did in the Knesset over the last 18 months, but I will not be saying what I wanted to say because of those events. I just want to say that the 25th Knesset will be a place where people can speak their opinions, but not a place where everyone just wants to insult one another. We need to make sure that this place, this establishment, will be a place where Israelis look up to, not a place that Israelis are ashamed of. They're ashamed of the representatives. It is our task. That will be our goal, and I certainly hope that we will achieve it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Prime Minister Yair Lapid. I would now like to invite the singer